Hey, what's up everybody? This is the Jimbo Splice Gaming Project, and today we're going to be running through Darkseid'S Factory on regular. I jumped into a pug group, just a bunch of guys that needed a tank, and I've been trying to get these 150 pants from this raid forever, so I figured I'd jump in and help them out. I am basically just using my regular battle tank loadout that I've showed you guys before. I've recently done some changes to it, some modding changes and some attack and powers and things like that, and I'll update that at a later point in time, or explain it in a later video when I'm posting some stuff up for that. But basically this first boss fight is Steppenwolf and Mantis, and I'm gonna pull Mantis because there's an atomic tank and an atomic battle tank. I do a lot of damage on the boss that I'm tanking. So in this fight, if you have Steppenwolf, you don't want to attack Steppenwolf. You want everyone to focus on Mantis first, because when you attack Steppenwolf, that's when he starts to do his like whirlwind attack with his two-handed weapon, and that will send that hammer out spinning around to the group, just knocking people out. So if you can get everybody to just focus on Mantis, pull Mantis to the side door, so that way the tank can grab Mantis and his ads when they appear, and the other tank pulls Steppenwolf to the other door. Don't attack him, just single taunt him and block, and then he can pull his ads when they come out. Everything will be fine. See, somebody, either myself or somebody else broke out right there. That's the other thing to this first room here is you get whirlpools when you break out, and those whirlpools do heavy damage. So you want to make sure that you don't break out on each other. You stay spread out, and if you do happen to get a whirlpool broke out on you, then just hurry up and get out of it. It's not too crazy, but if you're in it for a couple seconds, you're done. So Mantis, he throws his fire. He does a whole lot of like healing to himself. It's great to be an atomic tank on this boss in particular, because most everything you do is a lunge or an interrupt. So when he's trying to do his heal or his crazy attacks, you're kind of lunging him constantly, so you're taking him out of his rotation, and it's easy to help burn him down because you're doing a lot of damage as an atomic battle tank. You guys check out my other video for the atomic battle tank loadout. It'll help you guys out. It's not saying you have to do it exactly that way, but that's the way that I was doing it, and it was working really well for this raid. But like I did say, a little bit ago, I do have a separate, like a little different loadout now. I don't use the range attack. I use both melees. Once Mantis goes down as that tank, you can switch to your DPS and help burn this last boss. Steppenwolf is really easy. This is probably the second easiest combo to get. The easiest combo to get would be Steppenwolf and Lashina. They're super easy. They make this first room really easy. But yeah, once Mantis dies, everybody goes over to Steppenwolf, and we just burn him away, put him out. This pug group did really well, considering that it really is just a mix of all different people from different leagues who never played together. There was only 2 people from the same league in this run. They're from a league called Smack. Their leader's name is Static Nightlight. I've ran a few things with that guy. He was helping me and my kids when we were doing like the grindy feats. He'd team up with us, so we were helping him. He was helping us get through that the treasure chest feat, where we have to get like an ungodly amount of treasure chests. So he helped make that go a little bit faster, because he was helping us grind through it and stuff. But we just picked him up and threw him in our group. We were well on our way to it. But that league, they're a bunch of good guys. They get along with everybody pretty well. They don't have a ton of skill points, but they, Static's I think he's a good mentor and a nice guy, so he helps get those guys through some content, and they're pretty well versed in how to play this game and their roles. They just, need some more skill points. That's all it is. Alright, so second boss fight, we got Mad Harriet and Stompa. Not the greatest combination. They're probably, you can see in my little message there, the worst combination possible. Mad Harriet and Stompa are not tankable. They just jump around like idiots, and Mad Harriet does combos to knock you out. Stompa does her ground smash, which can one-shot you. I had the unlucky duty of trying to tank Mad Harriet, and the other tank grabbed Stompa right as we ran into the room. So normally I would grab Stampa and I would try to like taunt her to come to the wall and try to pin her with her back to the wall and my back to everybody else and have everybody behind me so I can kind of block her into the wall and stop her crazy jump. And everybody can burn her from behind me while the other tank just tries to distract Mad Harriet as much as possible. But he grabs Stampa first, so I jump on Mad Harriet, and the only thing you can do with Mad Harriet is just chase her around and try to do damage and try to taunt her away from everybody else. This room is difficult because of the fire. If you're not paying attention, you get hit by that fire that kind of chases people around the room, and it does some serious damage over time, like heavy ticks. So really with these two bosses, you just kind of just play it by ear. They switch off on you constantly. You got to stay on top of your pickups, and you got to stay out of that fire. There's no ads, so this room is actually, I think this room is easier than the first room, but it depends on the bosses you get. I mean, if you get these two bosses, it's a pain in the ass. But and like I said before, you know, this group wasn't, you know, the most well put together group, and we were able to get through it. I mean, it wasn't crazy. You know, I feel like maybe if they had, you know, more mods and better, you know, more skill points, it would have been like completely just demolished by us. But you know, you get what you get, and you just kind of make the best of it. Stampa's almost done already. You know, some of the guys in here, their burn's pretty good. You know, not the greatest, but it was decent, and you know, we burned through that boss really quick. All right, so Stampa was gone, and then, you know, I just kind of like to, once one boss is gone, if I feel like, you know, it's in a situation where the two bosses are untankable and one of them's just jumping around killing people constantly, I don't like to switch off to my DPS. I like to kind of stay out in the back and kind of help with pickups, because that's going to happen. See, like that. So, you know, if people go down, I'll just run around in the back as, like, you know, extra support, and let the other tank keep a hold of it in case something bad happens. Then I got to go over there and hit that pull real quick and just kind of play back up. But, you know, also, if you go down from the fire, and somebody picks you up, don't stand up immediately. Wait till the fire is gone. You have to wait till the fire is gone, or else you're just gonna die again. So, you know, don't do that. Just be patient and, you know, play it safe. And then, you know, just watch out for Mad Harriet. If she jumps on you and starts going all crazy on you and you're not in tank roll, block and roll away. Just get away from the combos. As long as you get outside melee range, you'll be okay. She doesn't one-shot you immediately, but she does a, you know, a nice 1-2-3 on you, and then that's it. That's the end of you. So just watch out for that. Other than that, it's pretty simple. Just this room is, I like this room much better than the first room. You know, I got the fire on me. So just make sure everybody's doing their pickups. Make sure the healers, you know, have plenty of power, and you'll get through these crazy two bosses. All right, so we'll skip to the last boss fight. You guys don't need to see my loot pick. I think I actually got the pants right there. But so I'm with a different group on the last boss fight. I don't know what happened. I think, like, I forgot to save the video clip from the last boss fight on that group. So new group, last boss fight. The other tank is an ice tank, I believe. So he's gonna pull Granny and Darkseid. He pulls Darkseid, and then when Granny comes out, after you burn down Darkseid a little bit, then the main tank will pull Granny as well to get her away from the ads, so that way your damage doesn't split too much and you can burn Granny much faster. Because the whole key to this is to kill Granny as quickly as possible so you can start working on Darkseid again. Because as long as Granny's out, Darkseid has a shield, and you can't really do any damage to him. Now, as the backup tank, and as an atomic tank, you are better versed at pulling the ads, because you have an area pull and a cone pull from long range, which will pull everybody in that cone to you. So normally as an atomic tank, I will say, all right, I'll grab the ads and I'll keep them off everybody, and I'll pull them away from Granny and Darkseid so that they can burn Granny and burn Darkseid much faster, because that damage splits and it causes your burn to drop. So Also, you get a little bit of Darkseid in there sometimes. That parademonic or parademon anti-medic, he doesn't like to be pulled like you can, but he constantly runs off to go help out Granny and cause trouble in the group. So as the backup tank and as an atomic tank, you want to grab those ads, throw some emitters on, use your area pool, keep your aura up, and then every once in a while use those emitters to do a stun. And then eventually Granny will get burned out. As long as the other tank comes and grabs her from the group, and then the rest of the group focuses their burn on Granny, you'll be able to just knock her right out of there. She comes several times, he calls her out to help out. And then as long as the backup tank or in my case, the atomic tank is pulling the ads away from the group, they don't really cause much trouble. You just got to, use your common sense and focus on your timing and whenever the ads get burned down, go look for the new group, because the new group will always come out. So that anti-medic hangs out there. Sometimes Granny comes over to mess around. Just focus on your ads, let the other tank do his job, and you do yours, and everything will be fine. And this group was really good. There's a league in there, Unique Affinity. Those guys are all really, really good. Never had any problems with either trolling or healing or tanking. They've always been pretty good. And I've ran with that Six Paths Dopey guy. He's in a league with OG Mentor, I think. I'm pretty sure they're in the same league. And those guys do pretty good. OG Mentor's got his own page too. His is a lot more his has got a lot more time than mine does. Mine's still relatively new compared to his page, but you should check out his page too. It's pretty good. But yeah, just keep pulling those ads away. Don't try to just burn them off by yourself, and as long as the DPSs stay away from them, they're pretty easy to control and stay away from the group. The DPSs, as long as they're, as long as they have some sense and they know, you focus on Granny and then you focus on Darkseid and let the tanks do their jobs, and everything will be fine. This is where it gets crazy. Once you start to get Darkseid down to a certain amount of health, lava pools start to appear and will explode. And I think there's a part in this where I get completely surrounded by him, but I, pull the group to a certain spot and I'm fine. Now, if you noticed a little bit a second ago, Six Paths Dopey had that downward pointing arrows above his head, like the faded orange color. When you get that, that means when Darkseid does his super, the Omega Beam, that means you're gonna die. The only way to stop that from happening is if you notice, you see Superman has the orange arrow above his head right there. If you notice that orange arrow above your head, you need to run to Superman or run to Lex Luthor and give that arrow to them. They will take it from you. Superman and Lex Luthor. If one doesn't take it, quickly get to the other and the other will take it. But be careful though, because if you have it and you go running around your other teammates, you'll give it to them. It's like an STD and you don't want it because it kills you like immediately. We're not Magic Johnson. We're not going to get away with that stuff. So get rid of that stuff. Make sure that you're paying attention to when it's over your head, and make sure if you're not the tank and you're not the healer or troll, that you're burning Granny and Darkseid only. Do not burn the ads. That just causes more problems for the tanks. The tanks will have to go and find them and try and pull them all back again and try to get them away from the group. It's just causes chaos. So if you're the main tank, make sure that when Granny comes out, you run over, find where she's at, pull and taunt her. Do whatever you can to get her away from the ads, and then whenever the DPSs burn down Granny, quickly come and grab Darkseid, because he's probably over there bothering the other tank or the group, and you just grab him. I've ran this as an atomic tank, where I'm the main tank, and the other tank was like a rage tank or something, and he was pulling ads and stuff. So whoever you feel is going to do the best damage and the most work on the main, then let them main tank. Don't be one of those guys who's, oh, no, I need to be the main tank, I'm the stud. Just be humble about it, and focus on your teamwork, and you'll get through this raid no problem. Like I said though, the atomic battle tank loadout, it's awesome. It does really good area pulls, really good long range pull. It has a single taunt, the particle beam. That's really good. I use that a lot, and and it does a lot of damage, as you can see right there, over 10 million in damage. And we finished that raid in 34 minutes. Alright, well, that's how you run Darkseid'S War Factory. Hopefully I hit all the key points, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.